book lovers, book readers, book friends. Welcome to Read This Book. I'm your book hostess, LaShonda. Continuing my review of my favorite series. And if you saw the previous videos, I introduced you to author D.A. Young and her series, The Men of Whiskey Row and the Ties That Bind. This week, I bring you another amazing series by an author that I had the pleasure of meeting at a readers conference in 2018. And she was so over the top, so outrageous, so funny, so sassy, and just, she was just funny. I met Phoenix Daniels. She is the author of the Beautiful Prey series. Yes, check out the sexy cover. Who wouldn't want to read a book with a big ass on the cover? Who wouldn't? Phoenix Daniels. That cover should just tell you. But let me just say, when I met her, I knew that I had to read whatever the hell she wrote, just on the strength of being in a room with her and just watching her personality and how she interacted with all of her adoring fans, all of the other authors, and just how she just has charisma. She just draws you into her. And I was like, I have to read whatever it is she wrote. And so she was like, well, girl, let me introduce you to Beautiful Prey. And I was like, well, please do. And she did. I bought it at the conference. And let me tell you, Beautiful Prey, this book is about an undercover police officer, Victoria Price. And she is on the host role. She's an undercover hooker, and she's been tasked with trying to catch this serial killer that is killing hookers. And so she is basically put out as bait. And one night she is working the stroll, and this Bentley pulls up to the curb, and this dude is checking her out, and she was like, it was billionaire Jack Storm. And Jack was like, damn, she is sexy, but I don't do hookers. And so they rolled on, and she was like, whatever, I ain't here for you anyway. I got a stalker to catch. All the attitude, all the sass. This series, what I loved about this series, by the way, Phoenix Daniels was a cop, and so it really adds the extra element to her stories, because I think had she not been a cop, I probably would not have believed some of the things that took place. But because she was, and it was from experience, I was like, oh snap. It really gave this book what I felt is like an extra layer of realism. But let me back up and get away from the technical, because what I loved about this series is that Victoria, like I said, she is a cop. She is very badass. She's independent. She's sexy. You know, she knows who she is, and she loves her job, even though she hates the politics of it. She hates dealing with the bullshit. And that was really written to show you what female police officers go through with being on the force, and then being put in undercover situations where you have to rely on your partner. You have to rely on your people having your back, because if not, you could get seriously hurt. And so while Victoria is lamenting that and going through the rigmarole of dealing with, you know, asshole commanding officers, and, you know, having to trust her partner, and they're trying to solve this case, she's having that debate with herself about, you know, why am I doing this, and just the rigmarole. And she knows that she needs something else, but she doesn't know what. Enter Jack Storm. They meet, and he is immediately captivated by her. He is just like, wow. She is fierce and sexy. She's independent, and they just connect, and they both can't figure it out, but they know that they connect and they like each other. And so Victoria's like, all right, well, whatever, we'll just see where this goes. While Jack loves that she is independent, and that she is committed to doing her job. He's also very much an alpha male, and he does not like the fact that his woman is out here in such a dangerous profession, and he wants to take her away from all that. But he knows that if he does that, that he would be taking away Victoria. And so there's that clash between them of her wanting to, quote unquote, not be taken care of, but be taken care of, and his need to protect her and want to take her away from it. And so you have in that relationship dynamic, you have that push and pull between them. But honey, let me tell you, you also have the sexy between them. Woo, Phoenix Daniel burned up the pages, honey. Victoria and Jack burned the pages, let me tell you. So their relationship is unique. And at the same time, you have her who is being stalked as well while she's looking for this serial killer. So she is constantly in these dangerous situations. And so Beautiful Prey, this entire series is about Victoria and some of the other badass women that she's going to introduce you to in books 2 and 3, you know, about the situations that they find themselves in and how it is to be a woman on a police force and how it is to struggle with always being the strong, independent woman and letting your guard down to let your man love you and take care of you in a way that you can't take care of yourself. And so you have all of this happening on top of the suspense that's happening with this serial killer, with the things that's happening with the partners, with all the things that's going on in Jack's business, with him being a billionaire and all these connections and things that he has. She has wrote an amazing series that ties it all together, that keeps it interesting and fun and kind of like wanting to know what's gonna happen next. Like as soon as I finished this one, I had to pick up book 2. I had to go and read the series because I had to know what was happening. Were they gonna be able to survive her being this cop? Was she gonna be able to, you know, heal relationships that she had broken with her friends? You know, just so much was happening, and it was exciting. It was intense. It was sexy. It was just everything that a series about a undercover female cop should be about. Yes, Victoria was just this badass, but she was even better once she let Jack love her the way that she needed to be loved, in the way that Jack could love her. But by no means did that make her less of a badass. It did not strip away her independence. You got to read this series. I don't want to give away everything because there's so much that happens in the entire series, but just know that Victoria and Jack, they are a badass couple. And Victoria, she ain't for play, okay? I love this series. I love Phoenix Daniels. I stand for her because she is an amazing writer, but she's also a really fabulous person. So if you are looking for a great series about badass female cop who meets her billionaire boo, then you want to read Beautiful Prey by Phoenix Daniels. There are 4 books in the series right now, and you can get them. So if you are enjoying this video, if you are enjoying the series, if you are enjoying any of my review videos, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and also share the videos, because sharing is caring, and you don't want to be selfish and leave your book friends out here not knowing about all these good books. Okay? So until next time, read a good book.